Hello and good morning. This is a reshoot. I was going to talk all about these topics in one video, in separate videos, and I decided just to put them all in one because I've got a lot of stuff I'm working on and I need release windows. So hello, and forgive the fact that I look like I've been pulled for a head backwards. It's 5:30 a.m. in the morning. How are all of you? So, like, subscribe, share, do the usual stuff. I want to know what you guys think about this, and I'm just going to cover everything in one video. So hello. First things first, Blue Beetle has tanked. Like, the box office numbers on this movie are lower than Shazam. I am not shocked. I am really not shocked. They're doing the usual thing of fan blaming, like fan blaming bingo. They're doing the thing of blaming major weather issues and climate and all of this stuff. They're even kind of partially blaming the studio when they asked for reshoots and didn't get any. The thing is, the DCEU has not been great in recent years. I mean, the recent movies tanked as well. The Flash was awful. Like, there were bits in it I definitely liked, but it wasn't good. You can watch my review. It was a very generic superhero movie, and I did enjoy it for what it was, and it was nice seeing Keating back, and nods to the past. I sometimes feel like franchise fatigue is a big thing, because every movie is a cinematic universe, every movie is a superhero. All the big budget AA releases are, and that's not good. Okay, so I'm the controversial one here. I love Batman v Superman, I love Man of Steel. I like those films, and I like the Snyder Justice League. Joss Whedon's Justice League did a lot of damage. And Joss Whedon is overrated. Let's be real on that one. When he's good, but when he's bad, oh god. My thoughts and feelings on this is just give the whole superhero genre a break. Marvel aren't doing well, DC aren't doing well. These films aren't making money. Give fans what they want and they will make you money. James Gunn is going to just be the coffin nail for all of this. I'm sure of it at this point. Because James Gunn. Let's be real. And now we've got... This whole thing is just a mess. It's an honest-to-God mess. And, didn't anyone learn from Marvel's Spider-Man, the last one they did? The live-action one with all three of them? The live-action Spider-Man in one movie? Like, give fans what they want and they will come to you and they will give you money. If you're not giving fans what they want, you're not gonna get money. It's simple. And Blue Beetle's performance is embarrassing. Like, it's embarrassing. I mean, it's low. People I know that have seen this movie have all said the same thing. A generic superhero movie. That's it. That's the entire thing. And the cinemas have been empty. So I've not even seen trailers for this, but I don't think they're particularly marketing it in Europe with trailers or anything. I think they're aiming for Asian markets and South American markets and things. But yeah, just kind of generic and boring and all of this stuff. Now, we're coming into Snow White, Disney's remake, which is already costing them a hell of a lot. Disney have done recent flops and they've lost, over 900 million? At this point, like, that's an insane amount of money. Disney's monopolizing everything, and I really am shocked a lot of these sales went through of companies and studios, and I refuse to get Disney Plus. I refuse to give Disney money, and I'm a Disney geek. I grew up on the golden, well, not the golden age, the renaissance of the late 80s and early 90s. That's my Disney era. The Little Mermaid, for example, Tarzan, Hercules, Treasure Planet, Atlantis, these great movies, and they're just, yeah. And the Snow White, I have the Platinum Edition on Blu-ray, but I also have I have a beautiful book, and it's an unofficial book, but it goes into the behind the scenes and the making of and Walt Disney and all of this stuff, and it's fascinating. And there's two really good live-action remakes of, well, they're not remakes, they're redos of the fairy tale, the original German fairy tale. You have Snow White and the Huntsman, which takes more of a high fantasy approach. And then you have Mirror Mirror, which is just a costume movie of prettiness. It's really good. And they're pushing this back because of the strikes, and that's something whatever. The Hollywood Purge, as I'm calling it. It was originally meant to be May 3rd, 2024, and now it's being pushed back. There are some reports that there are some and take these with a pinch of salt, please, that they want to do some heavy reshoot. I don't think this movie is savable. Just put the original out in cinemas again. Seriously. Put it out in cinemas again, re-merchandise it. Me and many other people will see it, because Snow White is a beautiful film. I wish the actress would shut up, though. Like, that's a whole thing. Just shut up. Stop talking. We don't want to hear you speak. We want to see you perform. I think Hollywood actors in general need to realise that they're performing monkeys and they're here for our enjoyment and nothing more. And sometimes when you hear them speak, it's very easy to get disappointed in them. I don't think actors should be involved in promotion. Like, this is ridiculous and just a whole disaster. Now, Rippaverse. Rippaverse Goalpost is like one of my favourite Twitter accounts. And there are a lot of people, I do love the people that are coming after Eric, because they're making up all these conspiracy theories. They're like Rings of Power fans, you know, the usual mental detritus of Twitter. That it's this, that it's that, and now certain accounts have been outed over what they've done to try and destroy him. Lawyers, baby, lawyers. I think that's hilarious. There are a lot of people I think should be sued, to say the least, on the subject, and that's just my opinion. Like, that is, the whole situation is not only funny, but also, it's just weird watching it go down. Like, a lot of, and this I think brings out a bigger side with indie content creators, is their unwillingness to promote their work. Indie creators think they should just do their work, and because they're artists, people should enjoy it, whatever. It doesn't work that way. You have to promote things. You have to build an audience, and Eric was very smart. He built an audience. A lot of people are not smart enough to do, and I've never quite worked out why they don't want to. Like, build an audience, create something and put it out. It's not difficult, but these people don't want to do that. They're allergic to self-promotion. And sometimes you have to spend money to promote yourself. Like, I'm doing a promotions course because my book that I'm working on. So as a sideline, I'm doing a promotions course. And I know I'm going to have to invest some money into some promos and some ads and things, which is fine. Being smart about it. Eric put his own money in. He didn't just promise an order, he put his own money in. And I think people are sick of mainstream media. I mean, the Iron Age is here, basically, when it comes to the media that we consume, and indie is the future. That people are getting disillusioned by mainstream comics, by mainstream media, by mainstream Big Five publishing and books. Like, some of the best books and comic books I've read in the last couple of years have been independently created outside. Now, the only thing I wish, and I know it's expensive, but the only thing I wish is that these people would ship to the UK. They'll ship to Ireland, but they won't ship here. So what I have to do with some stuff is I give a relative some money in the States, and they do it for me. It gets delivered to their house, and then it gets sent to mine. Because that's the only way I can consume the product, or at least offer a digital version. That would be good, digital. That would be really good. It's just, like, I don't know. I think the creative industry is quite jealous and quite petty. And it's always been a thing, I think, with a lot of people. My computer's, yeah. I think it's always been a thing with a lot of people. And I think people, whether your product is good or bad, it's up to you to promote it and how people react to it. And that's it. It's quite cold way of looking at things, but I think it's a very accurate way of looking at things, because people want good media, people want things they enjoy, people want stuff that is free of the modern world. And I think if you look throughout history, for example, during World War II, the biggest movies were actually musicals. They're escapism pieces. During times of crisis, people want escapism. They don't want everything rammed down their throat. It's just, we want to get away from the real world. Why are you forcing us to engage with it through the media that you're creating? I can't show you the front of this mug because it's kind of rude, and I don't want to have to put a little blurry thing over the front of my on this. But yeah, I think, honestly, I think it's just getting really old really fast and getting really annoying, because people are over being lectured by people. I think we're over being lectured on everything from politics to identity, everything in between. People who sit in their ivory towers and view us as detritus. That is the only way I can describe it. I think people just want escapism from everything going on in the world. It's just that. I will go into the final part now. I am editing, I'm writing, I'm creating. I have different book cover options. I'm very happy. And you will know that I'm not doing this through Kickstarter or crowdfunding anything, because I'm doing this with my own cash that I'll probably never see again, but there we go. So everything is moving forward with the Slave Prince, and we are good. We're looking at the end of the year, maybe the start of next year. So yeah, that's my little ramble for this morning. I hope you guys are good. Like I said, like, subscribe, and do all your stuff. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.